from Walter Thomas. Walter Thomas Productions right here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Good morning, good afternoon, and or good evening. Welcome to the show. Love what I do. Awesome day, awesome morning right here on the GMAP Broadcast Network this morning. Thank God for all of the exciting things that happened on the 10 a.m. Saturday morning coffee club right here on the GMAP Broadcast Network with Marcella A. Hart and, of course, her special guest, the pastor. That, you know what? I believe that Pastor Jenkins, Bill Jenkins, he's dynamite. Awesome word he shared with us this morning. Also, before that, we had the Big Brother CJ show. Kicks us off at 9 o'clock every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And before that, our friends out of Ghana, Africa, and, of course, the Top 20 Gospel Mix. And that's an awesome program, too. It's been a great day up to this point. I thank God for each and every one of you, your prayers, your support on yesterday as we went through a transitional stage to where we had to get some technical things taken care of. But to God be the glory. We are back. We are up. We are running. And we are doing exactly what it is that God has instructed us to do. One of my guests on today is going to be a young man who he does an awesome work. So I'm not going to spoil it for you. He does an awesome work. I'm going to get him on the phone. This is our Christian Talent Spotlight segment, our feature of the week. And, of course, each and every week we try to reach out and feature at least one of our gospel artists, one of our Christian talents, and every week about this time, if they cannot make it during the week, what we do is we reach out to them at this particular time on the weekend. So let's see if I can get this young man on the phone, because I'm going to let him do all of the talking. I'm going to let him tell you who he is and what everything is all about concerning him and what he's doing. See if I can.
Hello?
Good morning, Mr. Alex Arnold, please.
That's him.
God bless you, Alex. How you doing this morning?
I'm great. And yourself?
Oh, please, if you have to ask me, I must be slipping. Well, Alex,
yes,
a lot of people are excited about waiting to hear some of the outstanding things that you have going on. First and foremost, sir, man, welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network, and welcome to our Christian Talent Spotlight segment of the week right here on GMAP1.com. Why don't you do this, man? Why don't you go ahead and just let's go ahead and wipe all the formalities out of the way, and why don't you introduce yourself, where you're from, to our listening audience on this morning?
Alex Arnold. Currently, I lived in Chicago for years, but I'm currently in Hammond, Indiana. We just out here, man. We've been involved in the music industry off and on for about 17 years, 18 off and on. Started out as a songwriter. One of my songs got stolen, which is a common thing in the industry, and my goal became to learn the business.
Okay.
And I spent about I want to say 8-9 years going to different workshops, Nashville, Atlanta, a bunch of different places.
Okay.
That had workshops. Well, what I found out is that the more money you spend for workshops, the more information you get.
Okay. Wow.
So I took the information, bottled it up. I started doing workshops myself. I worked for a store merchant for CGI label, which was a major label for gospel. I did some stuff for Electra. I did some stuff for all of the majors as far as being a store merchant, and I learned the business from started learning the business side by working, kind of rubber elbows with other labels, and so we took that information and started compiling it, and we started helping independent artists. From that, when the industry changed, I needed to change because indie artists don't have money. So I decided to compile the information and put it into books.
Okay.
And that's where we've arrived today. So,
amen. Amen. Well, I've listened to you talk about the industry per se, and a lot of people may somewhat be scratching their head until you cleaned it up concerning indie artists, and of course that does bring us to this point because I was brought. I was how can I say attracted to what you were doing when I was actually able to run into, I believe it was on social media. I had an opportunity to run into a book, or it was something that I was able to see, and it was titled Indie Artist Survival Handbook. And when I saw that, I was able to see that. It really got my attention because there are a lot of indie artists out there right now who really are doing things. They're doing things, and I don't know what's the appropriate way to say, they're just doing things. Go ahead.
I don't mean to cut you off. What happens is this. Where does the problem start? And I'm currently working on a fourth book now, which deals with music contracts of the business. And one of the things that I wrote is, where does this problem start? The problem starts with the lack of knowledge.
Okay, absolutely.
And the second problem you have as an independent artist, they get desperate to what? They get desperate if somebody likes their music. And because of their lack of knowledge, a label will offer an independent artist what? They will offer them what they so-called bonus money or sign-on money to come and get lured in to a contract that they don't know nothing about. Why? Because of the lack of knowledge. So once they sign that contract, they are bound to that contract for the duration and hereafter.
Right.
So what does that leave? That leaves an independent artist what? It leaves them in debt now. It leaves a lot of artists in debt. So what? We have to rewind the tape and go back to the beginning. And what is that? Get the knowledge of how this industry works. And it's 90. When I do workshops, I tell people the music business is 95% business and only 5% standing behind the microphone.
Now, wouldn't you recommend now in a situation such as you just mentioned? Of course, we all know that an individual or an artist can't do everything.
Of course.
I always have the attitude to quote unquote stay in your lane. So what do you recommend? Sir. What do you recommend for an indie artist? I mean, of course, you said it best at the very beginning of this conversation. You said it best that an indie artist, 9 times out of 10, they do not have the financial power that they need in order to elevate. So what is it that you would recommend for an indie artist to just simply get started at a very minimal financial amount?
Well, what I recommend highly is back to the beginning of it when I said rewind the tape. It's learn the business first.
So gain the knowledge.
Gain the knowledge of how the industry operates.
Okay.
Because once you learn the business side of this, your path becomes much easier.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Independent artists, what they do is, give you a common pitfall.
Okay.
One of the biggest things for independent artists is they not registered properly.
Okay. And when you say registered, what exactly do you mean when you say registered? Because a lot of indie artists may grab that and say register for what? There's a million and one things that you can be registered for.
Let's break it down. Okay. You a song. Let's say that you, Kevin, is a songwriter and a musician.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You write songs, looking to break into the industry.
Okay.
Well, the first thing that you want to do is protect yourself.
Okay.
How do I do that? I protect myself by first registering my songs with the Library of Congress. Yes, it costs $65, but yes, that's the first thing.
Right.
The second form of registration is I need to be registered with one of the performing rights societies, which is ASCAP, BMI, or CSEC. The one that I highly recommend for independent artists because they don't have any money, register with ASCAP.
Right.
The next question that you get, why? Why did you say that, Alex? Because ASCAP charges what? I think if you register online, don't quote me on this, but because it changes. The last time that I registered an individual, they paid $35 to be registered as what? A writer.
Oh, okay. Registered as a writer.
As a songwriter. Secondly, I registered them with their own publishing company.
Okay.
Now, why? The next question that Kevin may ask me is, well, Alex, why did you register them as a writer and as a publisher? Because ASCAP pays royalties to whom? Songwriters and publishers. That's it. That's all.
Okay.
Each song that an independent artist may do, it could be 12 songs on the CD. Each song gets what's called an ISRC code for what? For that becomes I call it the Social Security number for that card.
Right.
ISRC codes is what? They're read, and guess what? They're put into whatever the database it is, just like with the sound scan, but we'll get to that next. So every time that this song is played, let's just say that it's not registered. Then this artist could get 1 million spins on one song, and guess what happens? That money, they don't know who to allocate it to.
Okay,
why?
Stop right there. A lot of times, Alex, artists will send their music to radio stations. They'll send their music to people that are doing radio programs even before they're even registered with an ASCAP or trying to get royalties, because they're basically trying to promote their ministry, promote their music. Do you recommend them doing that?
No, sir. You know why? Because, this is what I recommend as an independent. See, we have to think that the independent artist is not thinking business. The independent artist is thinking to get the best sound on this CD so that I could blow up. This is how they think.
Yeah, and that's...
So guess what? Nobody in the studio is telling this artist what we need to do is we need to save some money so that we can allocate it toward getting you some promotional CDs done that's got the ISRC code embedded in them already.
Yeah, so I can see that it's going to bring us to a point to where it's going to be an ongoing conversation so that we can begin to invite. We're going to have to start inviting indie artists to a weekly, bi-weekly, monthly conversation so that we can get more into detail. I am not going to allow you to give the store away right now when you have this awesome handbook out there called Indie Artist Survival Handbook.
Yeah.
And why don't you tell me a little bit about this particular book? Where is it? What is it all about? Because see, I can sit here and go on forever, and I know we don't have that kind of time on today. But the Indie Artist Survival Handbook. Tell me a little bit about the Indie Artist Survival Handbook and where it can be purchased.
It can be purchased at my website, It's in ebook form right now. I'm waiting for the print. We will be a self-publisher, so we will be, once we get the printed material, we will be sending these out from our own location. But however, right now, www.indieartistconsultants.com, you could get the ebook from there for $6.99. Indie Artist Survival Handbook is just like a GPS. When you try to go somewhere, you put the address in the GPS, and what do? You wait for that GPS to guide you to your destination. Well, I believe that every independent artist has a created destiny. And guess what? Indie Artist Survival Handbook is the tool, the roadmap that a basic roadmap that you can follow to help you start moving in the right direction so that you can get to your created destiny.
Amen.
And avoid the common pitfalls that indie artists go through on a daily basis.
All right. Now, we also want to let the world know, those that are tuned in here on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com, we're conversating right now with Alex Arnold, Indie Artist Survival Handbook. Awesome opportunity for those of you that are currently are either in the indie artist arena or thinking about getting into the indie artist arena. You're gonna need a roadmap. You're gonna need guidance. And one of the things that I like about what Mr. Arnold is doing, he has created a handbook that will give you the intimate details about what it is you need to do from start to finish. See, a lot of times when artists get started, they are not aware that they should try to sit back for a little while and learn the business, get the knowledge necessary before they jump into the arena. And you know what? I always say, Alex, there's different strokes for different folks. Some people just say, you know what? I just want to go ahead and spread the good news of God's gospel out there. I just want to share my music ministry, whatever the case may be. For those of you that are interested in getting into, yes, you can.
I don't want to preach on here.
I'm not going to let you preach yet. You ain't finna preach yet.
I ain't going to preach. But you remember when the master gave out the talents?
Mm-hmm.
He gave 1 5, he gave 1 2, and he gave 1 1. And you remember what he told the one? He told him, he said, the other 2 duplicated. He said, you know what, man? If I'd have known you wasn't going to, just paraphrasing, if I'd have known you wasn't going to do nothing with this, you could have put it to the usury, and I could have got a return on it. The gifts that independent artists have, they have been gifted with gifts and talent to do what? To get it disciplined, get it trained, and get it into the atmosphere so that it can create what? Some wealth for them.
Amen.
And I'm done.
Amen. And you know what? I agree with you wholeheartedly. I was giving you a hard time, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. You know, God does things for a purpose, and he gives us our talents for a reason. And I'm loving what you're doing. I'm loving what you're doing so much to where I know that an Indie Artist Survival Handbook radio show is going to be on the rise very soon with Alex. I mean, and I'm just saying, the reason I'm saying that, Alex, is because I think it's something that's necessary. You need somebody that has a passion to help others reach a certain destiny. God will use his people to bless his people. See, and by you having that song stolen from you way back whenever that took place, has given you a desire and a passion to help other upcoming indie artists. Now, for those that are not interested in going this route and just want to kind of put music or ministry out there, they can care less about royalties, this particular program won't be for you. Okay? for those of you that really have a passion to do it and do it the right way from A to Z, front to back, right to left, this is the program that you're going to want to listen to. So I'm going to let you know right off the top that we're going to be trying to work hand in hand with Mr. Arnold to set up an Indie Artist Survival Handbook radio show right here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Alex, I want you to let the people know how they can contact you, because I do have to make another phone call this morning, but I want them to know more in detail in addition to your website. Of course, for those that don't know, I do have this information posted on the GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. That's GMAP, the number 1.com. You will see the Indie Artist Survival Handbook, J.A. Arnold III. It's right there on the main page, on the home page, in the right column. You can click there, and you will go directly to Mr. Arnold's website, and you will get all the intimate details. See, the reason I wanted to stop you, Alex, is because I want people to show you some support. I need to find out how many people are really interested in elevating their future in this industry. Because if you're willing to take time out and purchase only what, $6.99 did you say?
For the ebook.
For the ebook. $6.99 for the ebook. I mean, if you're really looking at elevating yourself in this industry and you don't mind investing in you, this is a great start. Indie Artist Survival Handbook, J.A. Arnold III. Why don't you share your information, website, phone number, email, social media? Find out, let the people know where they can find you.
What I do is we have the email, which is indieartistconsultants@gmail.com. We're on Facebook as well, but all of that information is on the website. You go to the website, you can hit prompts and go to every social media that I'm connected to.
Amen.
We're going to be doing some updates on the website real soon.
Oh, I got a good update for you, Alex.
Go ahead.
I was looking at the website a few minutes ago, and there's a little column on the left-hand side. I
know. I already know where you're going. I know you want me. I'm going to put your information in there as one of my networking partners.
I knew you was gonna respond to that real quick.
Yeah, I already know. I just need you to send me the right information before I put it up there.
Amen.
Oh yes, I know. We're going to do that.
Well, you know what? I'm going to do everything I can to take this particular information, because I know we can go on forever, but I'm going to invite you back. Hopefully you'll have time to come back next week, because I know that you have more books out. And if you don't mind, just at least share the titles of those books, so that they know that in the future we're going to have a lot to talk about. It's not just you didn't just write Indie Artist Survival Handbook. There's more information and more books that you have out there. Why don't you share the titles of those books also?
The second book that we did was called It's All About the Business.
Okay.
Understanding the Music Business, which is a backup of the Indie Artist Survival Handbook.
Okay.
So it's like a part 2. Then we did Indie Artist Marketing Plan.
Oh.
And Indie Artist Marketing Plan.
Okay.
I put a template in this book that has a marketing plan. So the ingredients of a marketing plan. Then I paid a college professor to look at a marketing plan that I wrote out for an independent artist to use as a sample, and that's in this Indie Artist Marketing Plan.
So basically, all 3 books that has been written, and the 3 books that you provide are all centered around the industry, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to invite you back, Alex. We're going to invite you back next week, man. If you have time, we'd love for you to join us again on next Saturday during this time frame. We have
Yes,
a
sir.
great. I'll be calling you back, man. We can work out some details because I believe in my spirit. Now, I'm just saying that an indie artist survival handbook radio show is on the rise. And I'm going to make sure that I share all of this information that you shared with us today with our sponsors, with our affiliates, with our partner networks, so they too can begin to share this awesome information with their listening audience as well. So, man, I thank God for you today. I hope and pray that we can connect very soon so we can continue to spread this word out to the people, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm available whenever you need me to be. Just let me know.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Indie Artist Survival Handbook. It's my friend and my brother, Alex Arnold, J.A. Arnold III, right here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Until next week, God bless you, Alex, man. You be blessed and have an awesome weekend, okay?
God bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.